Zoom. All right, I think we are live through Zoom as well as on Instagram.
Awesome. Well, we're here streaming, and our purpose for being here streaming is to present secrets to reset and relax in 15. That means 15 minutes. And it can work in that time, even for busy professionals that say they don't have enough time. If we speak 15 minutes because we talk a little bit before, a little bit after, people can use what we teach here to do it with themselves later on in 5 minutes. So if you're a busy professional, learn some things. These are quick tips. These are the secrets to getting to a more mindful state, more aware, more self-conscious, and just a little bit of time with time-tested techniques.
That's right. That's right. And if everything working well, I actually sent you a message on Instagram to go live with me. Did you get it?
No.
Oh, okay, weird. Let me just try again. We are having some technical difficulties here, people. Just bear with us. Okay. And I just sent you
a technical learning curve.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There are no difficulties. There are no difficulties in life. It's all about learning. Did you get it this time?
No, I didn't. But we can sure go on. That's no problem.
All righty, never mind.
Yeah.
So, we actually just wanted to invite you to, first of all, before we start with anything else, just to arrive in your bodies. And for that, I just want you to close your eyes for a moment if you can, or just look at the tip of your nose. And by doing that, I would like you to take a conscious breath and just really notice how that breath goes out and into your body. And then think about everything that you thought of you need to do after you finish this session. Just run through them in your mind's eyes. Okay, there's other things I still need to complete after I finish here. Then let them go. Really push them out of your door and consciously focus on being here in this moment. Then I would like you to really think about all the things that you have done until you arrived here. Maybe there are things that upset you or frustrated you. Once again, just run through them in your mind's eyes. And then let these things go as well. And just really consciously arrive. Arrive into this moment. That's right. And Arlene will take us from here.
Sure. Today we have an offering to do a body scan. So what's a body scan? It's at the very beginning of mindfulness practices because it's about training your attention and giving some kind attention to your body, all the parts of your body. And a scan means that you're going to go through in direction. Today we're going to go from the feet to the top of the head with conscious breathing, as we did in episode 1, so that this time we're going to give attention to a part of the body for every one breath. It'll be really easy to take care of. Now, sometimes people practice this like Ildy and I did when we were in training. I know we did it like 45 minutes a day for 8 weeks. That's kind of our initiation, right? Really good training ground to pay attention for 45 minutes. Today, we're going to give you a version that will be like 8 minutes or something like that. It's a time that it takes you to get tuned in, turned on, because the loving attention will do you really well. And it's the same amount of time that somebody can use before getting ready for a meeting. We've seen versions like for musicians, for flautists. Ildy's developing a version of this for golfers right now, for busy people, for active people. And doing a body scan doesn't mean you'll like tune out because you've done a deep meditation. It'll actually activate you and have you aware. So the body scan is we work by parts, and it's an old song that we sing as children, the foot bone is connected to the ankle bone. I think we all know these parts of the anatomy. And so Ildy and I will be going back and forth, bringing attention and our voices to parts of the body on an in-breath and then an out-breath. On the in-breath, think about refreshing. On the out-breath, think about it's just a natural detox. That's what we do when we breathe out carbon monoxide. It just makes so much sense. We'll be going back and forth. You'll hear our voices. We hope you enjoy it very much. And you can do this sitting, like Ildy and I are doing right now. You can do this reclining. And some people may decide at this point to actually recline or lie down. All of these are possibilities for the body scan. It has a lot of versatility. And to start, wherever you are, in whatever position, get your presence, your disposition, and attitude of openness and curiosity. If it's your first time ever, great. If it's your 30th time, it's still like your first time according to mindfulness. So what we're going to do is start with just being aware of your breathing, overall breathing in your body at this moment. On the in-breath, and then the out-breath. No need to do anything beyond just breathing in and breathing out, just as it is. You may be comfortable already closing your eyes, or maybe you prefer to keep a soft focus. You can find the way that works best for you. And very simply, we'll start with the very first breath, directing all of our attention to the soles of our feet. One breath in with attention on the soles of the feet, bringing in the idea of refreshing. And on the out breath, thinking about letting go. Then from the soles of the feet,
we're going to think of the top of the feet and the ankle area. And once again, we're going to inhale some light and lightness into that area. And we can just exhale anything that doesn't work in that area for us. Just let it go now. And from there,
we can take our attention into the lower legs, where we have the shin, where we have the calf, we have the sides, we even have the insides. Now, you can take an in-breath, taking your attention to all of your lower leg, refreshing with lightness. And as you breathe out, then you can just experiment, letting go, a little bit of detox with your breath. And then we can go on to
our knees. We really just want to, once again, put some attention on our knees as well. Allow the knees to soften and relax into this moment, being aware of whatever sensations you are experiencing in your knees right now. And from there,
then we just naturally go up to the thighs. Thighs being a part of a body that may have tension from having sit a lot today or not. It's just discover, taking an in-breath for the thighs that has the front, has the quads in the back, the sides and the insides, wonderful system of muscles and bones and skin, and you can take it in a breath and refresh and appreciate. And then as you take an out breath for the thighs, and you can let go, relax maybe a little, and then from the thighs you can go on to
our glutes and hips area. And you can just really inhale, once again, some light and softness and gentleness into the area of your hips and glutes. And anything that's stuck in that area, you can just let it go now. feel that something is changing, something is releasing. That's right. And from there,
then we can take our breath into our back from the basin of our hips. Think that there's this wonderful structure that helps our back start to arise. And we can give attention to the very lower back, breathing in, and really appreciating that wonderful structure, all the vertebra. Maybe you're breathing air in between the vertebra. That might feel good. And then as we breathe out, we just let that go with a delightful relaxation and detox. And then
we're going to relax the front of this area around the lower abdominal. And once again, just really inhale newness, inhale change, inhale possibilities into the abdominal, the lower abdominal area. And exhale anything out that doesn't suit you, doesn't serve you right now. And from there,
we can go up, further up to the solar plexus, near the trunk, where we can also find the diaphragm, which has a very special role in breathing. You can notice what's the movement of your diaphragm, what happens in your belly as you breathe in. Then very natural return as you relax, breathing out. With true appreciation of this area. It's so important for our breathing and our well-being. And then we can give attention
to our mid-back, because mid-back is a very important part of our entire posture, entire area of the upper body. And we can just inhale some relaxation, some change into this area in the middle of our backs. And let go, once again, anything that you want to let go of right now. And from there,
as you have this whole base now, you can give attention to the trunk area, the chest area, where you can feel the partners in breathing, which are the lungs and the heart between the lungs. The heart's nestled between the lungs. And you can contemplate that whole area with a refreshing in-breath. Discovering subtle spaces within the in-breath for this area. And on the out-breath, very pleasant and enjoyable relaxation and letting go of tensions that just don't make sense anymore now that we're relaxing.
and from there, we're going to focus on our upper back and shoulders area, because quite often we feel that the entire world is sitting on our shoulders. And this is your opportunity to really bring some change into this area. Once again, just you can notice how the muscles consciously releasing tension and allowing your body to rest, reset, relax now. And from there,
we can really pay attention to our arms that are present, connected to the shoulders and into the shoulder blades. Just really appreciate that whole region and start from the very fingertips at the same time, both right side. Maybe you're even noticing as if your body was more permeable after these breathing moments. You take an in-breath and bring in the air and refresh. starting from the fingertips, maybe some interesting, enjoyable sensations, and in-breathing, refresh, renew, rejuvenating, even on the cellular level. And then when we breathe out, you can imagine that the air can just go right through the fingertips, really letting go.
And from there, we're going to bring some rest, deep, deep rest into our neck and throat area. Allowing anything that you weren't able to say to people, anything that hurt you, to let it go now. It's going to be through a maybe it's going to be through some yawning, however these words want to release from your body, and feel that you are inhaling newness, new opportunities, new life into your entire throat and neck area.
As you experience exactly what's happened for you, you can notice how that shows up on your face. Breathing in up into the face and noticing and feeling the expression, letting the in-breathing come into your face. Maybe it's like a massage. Maybe it's like mental Botox. You might even feel the place between your eyebrows opening up here and relaxing, smoothing out. You breathe it in, and then you can even breathe out a little bit of the tension of the faces or any masks that have come on or fixed expressions. You can notice how fluid and malleable they are at this moment for you to breathe out, relax, and enjoy.
And from there, we're just going to relax the rest of the scalp area as well. Really recharging. You can even touch it and really feel that something is tingling all that area. Something is changing there. And with that, you can actually feel that something feels different now. Something is different.
And doesn't it? I mean, what if you could imagine that we had like an opening in the top of the skull, like the blowhole of a whale or a dolphin. And if we could open up the top of the skull and the next in-breath comes right through that hole and comes down through all of this body that we've given this loving attention to, and it goes all the way down to the feet. And then on the out breath, there's a sweeping motion that just really takes an overall wonderful relaxation, detox through the breath. It's the carbon monoxide going out. It's the most wonderful gift I can imagine in the body, having in breathing for oxygen and out breathing for taking out carbon monoxide. This is carbon dioxide. This is like to the top of the head. I think that's worth doing a second time. All the way down to the feet. And all the way from the bottom of the feet up through the top of the head, just as an enjoyable spout of energy. Maybe a third time.
I definitely can feel it. And just inhale, exhale it out. Recharge, reset.
You might notice overall changes in your body, because your body is truly a system of all these parts. Now that we've gone through the whole body scan, maybe you'll notice that your body is already doing some adjustments to have a more harmonious posture, a relationship. Maybe you notice how much all the parts of your body are related and how they're one wonderful whole, and how very lovable your body really is.
That's right. And now we actually got to the end of our session, and we went actually over time quite a bit, but we do hope that this little session was actually helpful to you. And then we also hope that maybe next time we log in, it's going to be streaming live onto Instagram as well from Zoom, so we don't have to keep holding the phone. But
Yes,
it's all learning.
let us know how it's working for you or on the social media. We'd love to hear from you. It's so exciting to hear from people.
Always, always, always. And thank you again for being here with us today. And we are looking forward to connecting with you next week as well. All right, wait, I don't know if we're still live. It shows me